you guys have owned this place for a month now. Do you remember how we found it?
So we started looking at this area pretty closely. You took us to, I think, 3 different buildings, 3 different styles of unit and different ages of buildings. And I guess we came to this one because we knew it was newer, so that was appealing. Yeah. But we liked that it had the 3 bedrooms, and that's really what we needed.
That was
so
a big thing for us. Yeah, I mean, and I think I was probably much more skeptical of this neighborhood than she was initially. But I think when we first viewed this place, I think it was just you and I, Josh, and I remember like just kind of walking in and being like, oh, like,
it's gonna work.
Yeah, this might be great, and just like trying to like Erin couldn't make it, and I was just taking a bunch of videos. Erin, look at this, like. Check out this, like view right out onto the park here, and like we've got a 3rd, bedroom, and I love it because it has no windows, and I can shut off all the lights and play games in there like a troll.
Well,
but yeah.
But the reality was you needed an office space because of working from home, so that's what it is now. But it could also turn into a kid's bedroom. So yeah, we thought we could see that this could last us longer, and we did like that it had the shared amenities. It's got the rooftop. It's got so much outdoor space that we thought it would work for our son, and we could see ourselves staying here for a while.
For sure.
Fantastic. Do you remember when we first came here, and I think you mentioned, I can just imagine Frank like running around and loving this, and then you brought Erin with the kids.
Yep. And,
I came and saw it, and I think we were finally on the same page and agreed that this one we think is a good fit. And
Frank has loved the rooftop and the duck pond and the fountains in the back and. Everything just about as much or more than we expected.
But then we had to sell our other place in about a week, so that's where Josh really had to get to work.
that was the mad dash where it's like, we just kind of looked to you and were like, what do we do, man?
Yeah.
And you kind of.
So Josh gave us a plan. You told us basically what exactly we had to do. We've got this much time to get everything organized. We got a storage locker. We put a lot of our stuff in there so it's out of sight. Basically staged our place, got it painted, did a ton of work in a week or 2, and
much quicker than I ever expected we could do.
But sometimes I guess you need the pressure.
We had about 45, I think. It was just under 50 showings in the span of that 2 days, and I remember, this was a really interesting one for us because you guys had come here, fallen in love with the property. You had to sell the home that you had only lived in for maybe a year and a half at that point, and had to achieve a high price to be able to come out.
Yeah, there was a bit going on there. Yeah, we we had a number in mind that we needed to sell our place for in order to afford this one. And we were a little skeptical of the strategy because you were suggesting going lower than we wanted to price it more and and but luckily it worked out. And
I don't think it was luck. Let's give the man credit.
Well, how did you do?
How did you manage to do this?
That strategy
to turn this around so quickly and make it happen.
I couldn't have done it without the 2 of you. There's a lot that goes into getting a home ready for the market, and to do it with a newborn and a toddler who we'll meet later was a lot for the 2 of you, for sure. But you managed to get your home painted like I recommended, cleaned up with all the stuff that we needed put away. So to navigate all of that for you guys with painting and cleaning and putting stuff away, decluttering, putting it all in the storage locker. I think you guys had to get a new car in the middle of all this as well.
I forgot about that. Car died on us.
And you were working from home, so we had to really find time to show the place. And I think you got a hotel one night.
Yeah.
You spent a day in the car.
Yeah.
But all of this inconvenience really ended up paying off for you because we had those 45 plus showings, and all of this inside of a week of finding this place. Now, the name of the game for this place was keeping anybody else away from it, and that was a challenging negotiation. So you guys did have to take some risk on that, but it paid off in spades, because we ended up at the end of the day with 11 or 12 different offers on your property, and we called each one of those people to have them come up in number. I think you had 4 of them subject free at the end, and then 2 to 3 people fiercely competing.
Just well beyond our expectations.
We got some very strong offers using that approach.
You know, I mean, like Erin said, we had that number in mind. And like, I think like even the lowest offers kind of met that, and then it was just like people stacking up on top of it, and it was kind of like, okay.
And I think, did we end up at like maybe 50,000 more than the number you had in mind? Was kind of where I thought it ended up.
I think 50 or 60 even.
Well, I think the lowest offer was still over what we were expecting to get originally. So the offers were a lot stronger than we thought. But I guess good timing, competitive market. But I think it probably was that we put in that effort, like you suggested, with just getting all that clutter out of there, staging it nicely, the fresh paint. We also did lighting, so
that was a big one. I remember the kitchen light, and I had to just break your hearts and say, this has got to go, and that paid off a lot.
That was a good. And it's also interesting because it's paid dividends in the future, because the handyman we used to do that, like, we've now used to do some stuff at this new place. So like, I don't know, it's kind of like we felt like this place is kind of like a fresh start for us. And I think like all of that is like, we can kind of thank you for helping us kickstart that. Like, it's been, I don't know, I think it's been a really great month so far. Like, we're obviously not totally settled in yet, but like, we just feel so much more at ease, I guess. Like, we've got room to grow, we've got flexibility, we've got, I don't know, it's just better.
We're happy here. I'd say the thing that's probably stood out the most was how quickly you guys put together the photos and the video, the marketing. You got that out there. Like, it was it was shocking, and it was so much better quality than we expected.
When we saw the listing, like, I was just kind of blown away.
It was like
sending it to all my friends.
This place has ever looked.
Like, not even to say like, oh, we're selling our place, but just be like, look how good these guys did on the like staging and the marketing. Like, and like, just the intensity of the I think the weekend that you're showing it, I think stands out, because like you said, like you mentioned, like, we were just like, let's just get out of your way. Like, I took Frank down to a hotel downtown. We stayed there for the weekend just to kind of make sure everything went as smoothly as possible.
But I think you were also really busy at the time too. I know you had a lot of other clients, and you had some challenging clients that you were working with, and you still managed to dedicate enough time to us to get our sale done. And it was impressive how you managed your,
a lot of frantic
time there
group texting. That was good.
And got it all together. So just like your skills at prioritizing your clients.
Thank you.
That paid off.
And all within the first 6 weeks of your life. Little grant.
It was
it's been
hectic time.
It's been a whirlwind, like 5 or 6 months for sure.